guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just finished watching episode 3 of season 1 of Loki. My reaction will be under my YouTube memberships. If you are not a member and you don't know what that is and you are new here, I'll explain. So memberships are, it's almost like VIP for special folks. I've got 2 levels of memberships over there. Level 1 is for $2.99 and you get priority replies from me, special polls, and I'm going to be doing live streams at some point. Level 2 is for $4.99, and you get everything that level 1 has, plus you get all of my reactions to all of the shows I watch, any movies I watch, and all of my uncut Try Not to Laughs. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out. Shout out to my new members. I know 5 of you guys were gifted memberships last night during my live stream. So welcome to my memberships. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Come over and watch my reactions to this, a bunch of other shows that I have. Loki season 2 is coming out, and you guys know that I have to be on top of that, which is why I'm trying to finish this. Also Ahsoka, which is still going on, which I have to watch tonight. I can't forget that it's Tuesday. But yeah, so in this episode, Sylvie is her name, right? So Loki and Sylvie are now together trying to figure out, well, at first they started fighting each other, but anyway, this opens up with the young girl from the TVA and Sylvie talking in what looked like, it looks like they were best friends, and they were having a few drinks, and Sylvie says to her, somehow she says to her some BS story about how she can do something if she takes a sip of a cold drink and it kind of freezes her thoughts or something like that. And in the midst of that, she's like, no way. She was like, go ahead, try it. And then Sylvie asks her, basically, who's protecting, you know, who's guarding the timekeepers? And the girl knew that that wasn't right. She was just like, wait a minute, what? Then their scenario changed. She was like, I don't know you. So she was sitting there like basically messing with her mind, pretending she was her best friend. Then in real time, she's on the floor, you know, laid out, zonked out or whatever. And that's when you see Sylvie asking her the questions, right? So anyway, she doesn't know what's going on. So somehow she froze her thoughts and found out where the timekeepers are or something like that. So anyway, so her and Loki are going at it. They're fighting, and he's just like, I want to see the timekeepers, and she's trying to get to them. And so they're obviously getting attacked by the head chick. I don't know who she is. She has kind of curly-ish hair. I don't know what position she holds. I'm not sure who she is, but she's like up there in ranks, I'm assuming. So she goes after them, and they kind of disappear. So they end up on this moon in the future in 2077. So now they're out here, and this moon is about to get, basically it's another apocalypse. They're about to get done in by another planet that's crashing into them. So now they're trying to figure out how to get out of there, and they need some type of power source. So they come across this hut with this lady in it who blasts both of them, and at one point Loki turns into her husband to try to kind of get to her, and he tries to like sweet talk her, and she blasts the hell out of him, and she's like, my husband's never said anything nice in 30 years. I know that wasn't my husband. So they ended up going to where she told them to go, which is an ark. So it's basically an evacuation vessel. So that's where everybody is going. Apparently this vessel is only taking in wealthy people, which is weird. They didn't have tickets to get in there. So of course Loki changes up his appearance to look like one of these guards. So they end up getting on there, and they're sitting there trying to get off of this moon or whatever. So they're having conversation, and they're talking about the past. They're talking about each other's mothers. At one point she kind of tells him that he's adopted. She says she's adopted, but he kind of tells her a little bit about his mother and how his mother, you know, taught him magic and was always showing him magic and things like that. And she was just like, Like, she's very reserved with her business. Like, she's very private. So I'm thinking she's kind of been through some stuff. But anyways, so they're talking about that, and you know, he's kind of like showing her things. So then we see that at some point he gets drunk, and he's just got everybody going at this bar. In the meantime, Sylvie sees this one guy going to the back through a door, and she's already, her spidey senses are up now. So she's asking Loki, like, where's your outfit? Where's your uniform? We're supposed to be low key. He's like, it doesn't matter. We're all about to die. It's the end of the world. So of course they get into the fight because the guy that went to the back went to go get the guards to come out to find them. So they're getting into it. They both get thrown off of the train. At this point, now they got to figure out a way to get back to the train, or to figure out how to get off of this moon before the planet crashes into them. So I'm just like, how the heck is this going to work? How are they going to get off of this moon and get to this ark on foot after they were thrown off? So they're talking to each other, and they're like, oh, well, we got to hijack the ark in order for us to get to the power source to get them out of here. So they make their way to, I guess, where they were stationed at, to try to blast off of there or whatever. So they get out there, and they're literally fighting everyone trying to get through. Literally everyone. But on the walk to this specific area, when they almost get there, Sylvie is telling him how she does her incantations, how she, you know, takes over people's minds. She started talking about the girl from the TVA. And she's like, you know, poor thing, her mind was clouded. She was just a regular girl. He was just like, wait a minute, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah, she was just a regular human. So here we find out that Loki was lied to, because they told him that everybody at the TVA was created by the timekeepers. This girl was a regular human. She wasn't created. She was somebody before she got to the TVA. So that right there is really, really interesting to me. So it's like, how did she get there? How did she end up working with them? They don't even know. So that's the same thing that Loki was saying. They're like, they don't know that they weren't created by timekeepers. So how is this staying under wraps? How is it that they don't know? Like, there's a lot to uncover here. So I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. But anyway, they end up getting to this area. They're trying to get to the ark. And finally, when they're almost there, the ark gets destroyed by the planet. Now they're standing there. And now it's just like, well, they're definitely, they can't die because there's a couple of episodes left. So what are they going to do? I don't know. Can he just kind of like warp into another spot? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. This is getting really, really interesting, but I'm definitely intrigued. I'm really enjoying this series for sure. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed my review, if you saw the first season of Loki, and if you saw episode 3 with me or a while ago. Let me know what you guys think as well. This one seems to have given us a little bit more insight as to what's to come, because now I've got questions. So we'll have to see. Well, I'll have to see what happens in episode 4. But anyway, leave your comments down below if you haven't done so. Subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Doodles!